Is he like playing this up? Is BowBlax like pretending to have a mental break here, or do we think he's actually having a mental break?
For mental health, he was going on a break. He basically proceeded to DM me almost every single day.
Yeah, he'll be one of the first YouTubers replaced by AI. I need to know more. I have to know more about this relationship. I need to. So this is just crazy. This is just insane. This is wild.
I forgot how he is. No, bro.
So we're gonna watch Nick Deorio's Bobby Nuke stream from last night. Nick released a bunch of behind-the-scenes information about BowBlax. Totally vindicated me. I'll just say, totally vindicated me. I win. I win. Okay, that's the end of it. That's the last I hear of it. I don't want to hear anyone say anything different, because I'm totally vindicated. Okay, on everything, every step of the way. In fact, we might even sit here, and as I go through this, every time I'm vindicated on something I did or said, we'll go back to where I did or said it, and we'll say, look at this, look at this. Oh, look, and here's me being vindicated. We might do specific claims. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling today. Okay, I may literally be on stream, sucking myself off tonight. Okay, no one else is doing it. That's not even true. I sit there, I get glazed on stream, I'm like, oh, I can't watch this, it's so goofy. And then I'm like, well, nobody gives me problems. Anyway, let's get into this, okay?
Oh boy.
I am having a Destiny moment. Yeah, true. I'm skinwalking. What?
We'll talk about today. That's why I contributions to the show. And we can obviously don't have anything in front of me that I'm reading in one foul swoop because I want to get back to covering other shit. I got shit I need to talk about. Business as usual returns tomorrow. But for today, this is the BowBlax stream. This is all about BowBlax. It'll take as long as it takes to get done with, and then I'll leave for the night because I'm not going to run a second topic on this stream. We're just going to talk about Josh. Once everybody's super satisfied about the way that it went, and about the discussion that we're having here, or maybe Josh calls in and it turns into an all-out blood sport war. Who knows? Who knows, really? It could literally anything could happen tonight. Once everybody's satisfied, I'm going to head downstairs.
I wish Josh called in. I wish Bobby called into this stream. That would have been the most amazing content.
Grab a beer, and I'm gonna go play some pinball. But before then, I have to go.
Next, you'll get to bring the biggest Destiny skinwalker, literally. Yeah, I was feeling, listen, okay, I was feeling the Destiny coming through in this one. I was like, oh, this guy's watched one too many Destiny Manifesto streams. This guy's watched one too many Destiny Friendship Fallout Nuke streams, okay? I was feeling that watching this. I was feeling that. It was good. It was entertaining. It was entertaining. Obviously, Destiny's Nuke streams can be very entertaining, so it's fine to pick some stuff up from it. But I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, I see where he's getting some of this from. I can see where it's coming from. But whatever. We all know his influences.
To go through this. Obviously not scripted. Obviously,
I'm trying to say, I don't think Nick's a Destiny skinwalker like some people are.
In front of me that I'm reading. I'm going to take you through it, and I'll tell you...
oh, no!
I guess my side of the story, coupled with factual events that have occurred, and things I can... new information that I can tell you, which is based on things that, if I get pressed on, can be pulled up, and we can talk about it from there if he feels like he wants to try to, I guess, deny certain aspects to this. I have to be fairly careful, because in the process of all these interactions I've had with Josh, he's trauma dumped tons of stuff on me, super intricate personal details that I become the bad guy if I discuss in the last couple of months.
Is this really lolly?
So I need to have some boundaries here with this discussion, though I will let you know that if this gets uglier and he tries to deny certain things, then we will just read from the DMs. Obviously, that's not planned for tonight, if people were wondering. You got it? Does everybody understand the terms of this stream? Does everyone understand what we're doing here? Hello, Keemstar. Hello, donators. I will address you at the end. I do appreciate.
This is just like when Destiny nuked Mel. Yeah, except they're not married. Let's speed this up anyway.
Your beautiful contributions to the show. You're Italian. You're ready to leak.
In terms of the stream as a Destinyism.
Perfect. Okay. So a lot of people think that the situation has something to do with King of Nothing. It does. It absolutely does, but it's much smaller than I guess that. It seems as if BowBlax is trying to cling to that.
I don't respect you.
So if you go to his
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
if you go to his Mayo Monkey channel, you'll see that he's changed the most recent stream he's done that I'll explain in chronological order, to don't tweet about King of Nothing, with the insinuation that the only reason that my friends who do not care about my personal crusades have dropped him is because of King of Nothing. That is obviously not the case. The reason I personally dropped Josh is because Josh has completely lost his mind. He assured me he was getting help for this.
Okay. I think this is where it starts being relevant. That's what we want.
Help that I'll detail again as it comes up. And I recently realized that that was not the case, that I was misled. And he's become an unreliable narrator privately. That is the main reason, coupled with a lot of the stuff we'll talk about today. That's why I'm personally dropping him. And there's no way for, I guess, you guys to know that unless I just explain it to you. So that's what we'll be doing today. Anywho, this situation starts around July, not this week at all. And I think that the real beginning point is this thread right here. It's about 2 months ago. This is around the July 15th. I don't have an exact date on it. But this was where me and Josh, our argument came from. I was unaware he was as mad as he was. Everyone can see what's on the screen, right?
Did I just cover this on stream, or did I do a video on it? Because we spoke about this incident when it happened, didn't we? Was that just on stream? No, it wasn't just on stream, was it? It was on a VOD as well. We've got the VOD right here. Dude, I need to show you that. I can't. Can we talk about this? There's plenty of arguments to make here. What's the argument for Obama being a fascist? No, I'm stunned. BowBlax is actually coming on to a pretty reasonable take here. Like, not great. The thinking isn't amazing.
Like, if someone had the opinion that all pedophiles are awesome, like fucking Mr. Girl, Destiny's old best friend. Fuck, dude.
What is he doing? This alone is fucking disgusting. This is not base. This is gross. Listen, I don't like the lying about it. I don't like the lying about it. So, last night, okay, well, no, I just want to see.
Lose sleep over my parents dying because of a different.
In any way he wants, okay? Just make sure you've got the evidence for it.
How about your parents? If they get their brains blown out at a rally, would you have the same attitude? They are democracy-hating insurrectionists after all.
Honest question, if BowBlax end it all, will Nick feel bad? Well, I don't know. I can't see inside Nick's head. So I don't know for sure. But, I mean, he's taken every action to try and bring about that outcome, right? So, I mean, I can't imagine that he would.
One, you're permaban for asking a stupid question, because the obvious answer to is, listen, they're adults. They make their own fucking decisions. If you want to support an insurrectionist president, then whatever comes of that is that's your consequences. Again, it's not a fucking joke. My mom is an immigrant to the United States of America. She was 5 years old. Her parents worked really hard to get her here. She served for 20 years in the Air Force, along with my dad. They know exactly what they're doing. They should know exactly what they're supporting. It was my mom that, you know, ranted at me for over a decade about how evil the USSR and Putin and all the Chi-coms and all that shit. So whatever, you know, if they go to a rally and they whatever the fuck, it's less end of life cost for me to deal with. It's on them. That's their decision. You think I'm gonna fucking lose sleep over that? No. We all have our own paths to walk in life. We all have our own.
Okay. It's one thing to be like, they know what they're supporting because they're like to a rally. Because of a difference in political opinion, even if Trump, you know, I don't look into this shit enough to be honest, but like, it looks like, I mean, Trump got caught on felonies.
Yes, I've seen the Destiny and BowBlax debates. I remember them happening at the time. I remember Nick Deorio was there for one of them. Allegations against Magnus.
Like, Trump didn't lose sleep over my parents dying because of a difference in political opinion. Even if Trump, you know, I don't look into this shit enough to be honest, but like, it looks like, I mean, Trump got caught on felonies or whatever. Like, Trump is probably a horrible person. I'm like pretty confident in saying that, but like,
so
no,
I'm skipping around too much.
Pants, like, there's some.
What? Trump is a horror. See, it's just like so retarded. It's so retarded. It's such a retarded, autistic little brain. There are doing. Hey, I don't want to hear my own commentary. Close. That's consequences. Billions. opportunity to talk. So I watch his sort of shot, does all the fucking care about you. It's the instant identify. This guy don't shut up, does he? Jesus Christ. Trump. Give it a fucking breath. Weak. Play the video, Jamie.
So this is a human disconnect in his mind, bro. Another disconnect in his mind. So this is one of the girls he slept with while in an open relationship with his ex-wife Melina, who left him. And she is fucking nutto and crazy. So I don't know if we can take this. Might be like, we might have to take this with a grain of salt. But
oh yeah, this is his stream meant to be apologizing for calling Destiny a pedophile, basically. And he's just there pulling up Lav, tweeting about his fucking phimosis and shit and felching.
It's like, nothing can prepare you for when a man who begged for foot pics let you scratch him till he bled, and this is a big one, and asked to eat your boyfriend's cum out of your vagina, goes viral.
It's crazy that Destiny's a felcher. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, how do you go around saying
long or what? It's so elitist. You think because I don't have a lot of subs, I can't have a good eye?
Literally.
It's the people you want me.
Why? Okay, we're on Bobby highlights.
This I haven't heard during tweets by. Don't need help, bro. Slurping all and weird.
You did.
Oh, this
So far.
cool for 99. Well, where does he talk about the pedophile tweets? Like, what do you think goes too far? What's too far? I thought, why do these people suddenly care about edgy comments? Where is the sudden hand wringing coming from?
Person in a crowd cheering for and supporting a traitor for the.
Oh yeah, I just mentioned the other politics show I watched. I was watching The Rest is Politics with Alistair Campbell. Oh, were you? I was doing that this morning, actually.
No sympathy
He's
for
just
Trump
like
trying to get assassinated. You know, he's doing all this horrible shit. Blah blah blah.
That's not verified. Oh, is that
the
untrue?
death
Let me
of the
check
random person in the Trump
Nobody
rally?
else.
Like, that goes too far. Yes. Oh my god. This was the worst thing he said. Because this isn't just like, now he knows he's fucking with someone who was impacted, like, personally by it. It's not just like, oh, what if they see it? It's like, he's saying it to them, right? So this is it. Dragonborn Reborn says,
right.
Hey,
did he even address the fact that he did, like, did that false pedo allegation, basically? I don't think, yeah. I don't like it. Yeah, government, am I, like, crazy? Capital from. All this because he had a bad debate 4 years ago. You know what's crazy is we'll get to this in the Nick VOD, but I guess they've all been like held at gunpoint. I've heard Nick say BowBlax beat Destiny in a debate. And I've heard them say that on, like, it sounded like commentary people were being unironic when they said that. But they've had a gun, it sounds like, from what Nick said on this stream last night, they've had a gun pointed at them to say that. Bobby will, like, freak the fuck out if you say that he lost that debate, is what Nick seemed to have been saying. So Nick implies that it hasn't aged very well. Now, if you remember, I believe Bobby and Destiny's debate was about the Invader V and Bad Bunny clips asking for $5. Where BowBlax was saying, "Wow, they're terrible people because they're not thankful for their fan support." And Destiny was like, "No, if you don't have $5 a month to sub to a Twitch channel, you shouldn't be watching Twitch. You should go and do something with your time that makes you more money." And that was the argument, right? Bobby got stomped. Bobby was totally wrong. Like, those clips are funny. Those clips are based. $5? You don't have $5 a month? That's funny. That's based. That's cool. Yeah, and they were crying it was a simp. Yeah, BowBlax totally lost that. V can do whatever she wants, for real. For real, okay. Well, I don't think he even spoke about his little false pedo allegations here, did he? Did he just totally skip over that bit? Wow, that's crazy.
Okay, so this is where Josh got mad at me, and then would ultimately go on to explode at me later, is when Josh insinuated that Destiny was a pedophile. Now, the Destiny debate that happened with Josh in the last couple of months, years ago, 2019, okay? 5 years ago, the debate that Destiny had with BowBlax, still to this day, ripples through this community. Okay, I am still feeling the aftershocks to the earthquake that was that fucking debate. Okay, because it broke Josh's brain. All right, don't ever tell Josh that you think that debate didn't age as well as anybody else did at the time, because that is a major point of contention. Okay, so the reason that we had an
So yeah, they've obviously had arguments about that debate, about the fact that actually, Bobby, you weren't hot shit in that debate. You didn't do so good as you thought you did. And he's freaked the fuck out, assumedly. That's what it sounds like, right?
issue with this, and I'll tell you what I told him, but there was a tweet that went out, Destiny outed as a literal pedophile. If you could see here, this is Courtney. Courtney is someone we know. I will get to that in a second. And it's Destiny talking about bending Courtney over her little tykes, okay? A random person, I don't know who the fuck Ray is, accuses Destiny of being a pedophile, of out of context joke messages. And then Josh pushes that tweet as, is this why he defended Mr. Girl, despite the fact that he openly and proudly proclaimed his sexual attraction to minors? This is okay, I guess, for idiots, like people who don't know Destiny, to take this screenshot out of context and use it. But it's not okay for Josh, because Josh knows Courtney. We know Courtney. She's like around the community. Okay, we defended her against Alberto like 8 months ago. You know Courtney. You can't do that. So that's what I was saying to him. Like, listen, I understand if a total random reads this DM, it looks horrible. Okay, but you have to know the context. It's Courtney. What do you think he's gonna? Destiny's gonna rape Courtney? You think this is a real fucking tweet? So Josh has an autistic fixation with Mr. Girl, and partly justifiably, because Mr. Girl said horrible shit about his sister.
Now is a great time to remind you guys that if you want to hear more about this story, okay, now is a great time to remind you that up in the top right-hand side of the stream, you'll see $203 out of 500 for the Bobby support stream, okay, where we will go over, where me and Stylo will go over hidden Bobby content, okay, important Bobby content relating to this exact thing Nick is talking about right now, okay, cannot happen on YouTube. I will not take that risk. It will be a kick stream. Okay, so guys, if you want the Bobby, the big Bobby support stream, okay, on this topic, now is the time to donate. And also leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, guys. Please, thank you. We love likes on the stream here, guys. We love likes. The bare minimum, really, when you're enjoying free content.
Courtney, you think this is a real fucking tweet? So Josh has an autistic fixation with Mr. Girl, and partly justifiably, because Mr. Girl said horrible shit about his sister to him after he... I don't know why I know so much about Josh's sister, man, but he just said it. I don't know. You have to go back and watch the old VODs. Josh would just...
Why does it matter if they know Courtney? Destiny's joke was still vile. Nobody cares if the joke was vile, you virtue signaling fucking loser.
Like... just start talking about his sister back there. I think we were on one after-hours stream before all that.
It's not about the joke being vile. It's about insinuating he's a pedophile, you fucking sped. It's not vile. It's fucking funny. It's actually one of the few funny things that Destiny's done in the past, like, 5 years.
Sister, man, but he just said it. I don't know. You have to go back and watch the old VODs. Josh would just, like... just start talking about his sister back there. I think we were on one after-hours stream before all that, and he just dropped it mid-conversation, all right? Josh has absolutely no filter, and he just told us about some sort of abuse stuff that happened there. But obviously, he has an issue with Mr. Girl. Obviously, he has an issue with Destiny. He's really upset that Destiny said he's too retarded to function 5 years ago, and that has never gotten away from him. When Josh hates you...
Did BowBlax actually manipulate anyone, though? He's not tricking people with his fugue state antics. We will see. If you haven't seen this Nick stream already, you're in for a ride.
And this is a pattern of behavior we noticed for a long while. He will take...
Where can I hear Max give his take on Josh's sister? On my kick stream that might be happening later this week, hit the donor goal. Also, you can go to the debate with Glink and BowBlax and Mr. Girl. Thank you for the Australian $2.99. Thank you so much.
Smith super chatted $2. Is Stylo the black smaggle of this community?
Yes. Yeah, that's Stylo. Black smaggle.
He will intentionally take things out of context to maliciously fuck with you. He will run you off the road. I mean, dude,
No,
you'll
don't ban
see
that
stuff
guy.
where he was covering regular drama, and then he would do a Twitter versus on Tommy C because they had a fight 2 years ago. All right, ask Tommy, go on his show, ask him. All right, BowBlax would
And no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Thank you for the $1.99. Thank you. Thank you.
constantly do stuff completely out of the blue to go after. And listen, I'm a petty man. All right, I'm a petty man. Josh probably has me beat. If you slight Josh, I'm slighting Josh right now. This guy is, I'm never going to hear the end of it. I don't care. I'm never going to hear the end of it. All right. Josh is holding grudges more than I am. So he had a problem with Destiny 5 years ago. Thing comes up, accuses him of being a pedophile. Obviously walks it back after he gets tard wrangled. Josh comes to his senses and apologizes about the tweet. Now, again, in my interactions with BowBlax after this, it didn't seem like...
Yo, thank you, Laz, for the $10. Laz 777
he impulsively tweeted it at all.
Hedgehog,
it seemed like
wheelchair symbol, steam locomotive.
Thank you.
He was more... Josh was more mad that I corrected him than he was mad that he fucking pushed pedo allegations against Destiny. Let's be honest here. Let's call a spade a spade. Josh was mad that I corrected him and he was getting hate for it and it went on Reddit. He was more mad about that than he was mad about the fact that oopsie daisy, I called him a pedophile. Okay? So this is the start of this conflict. This is how it started. And this was one of the things that I wrote off because he told me some other shit as well. There was a second one. These tweets have been deleted, but I retweeted one of them today. I'll explain what it was. This interaction was the second one. This occurred roughly around the same time as this. It occurred like days later. This is July 21st now.
So these are the non-binary tweets where BowBlax said, non-binary people are badass and valid. Obviously, we believe that to be about his sister.
And this is around the time of the actual fight. Around July 15th was around the start of the interactions. Around in the mid-20s was when we found out about a few more intricate details as it went. So this one was BowBlax tweeting non-binary people are valid. You know, like when Xander Hall goes, hey guys, can we get a trans rights? Can we get a trans?
Thank you for the €10, Q. Thank you very much. I'm not doing the conversions for these. If there's like a weird currency, I'll do the conversions, but all the like euro, pound, and dollars, I'm gonna just fucking, it's all just whatever.
Rights in the chat. And then Tom said, thank God you chimed in. Because, I mean, yeah, dude, sick. This is a cringe tweet. I think we would make fun of it. I don't see why you would tweet something like that, but whatever. And then he's like, dude, you ruined my thread or something like that. And then then Tom says, praise Skibbity or perish. So when people ask what was the two factors that led to this, it was BowBlax calling Destiny a pedophile, and it was Tom bullying BowBlax.
Did I not pin my stream elements? Am I a fucking idiot? I am a fucking idiot, aren't I?
Until deleting a non-binary tweet. Those are the two events that led to this meltdown, I guess, that happened. And the meltdown that we're hearing here is obviously the one from the Alex Gekmo DMs. I could pull those up too. I didn't even queue them up. But that's directly related to this thing. So I could show you some of those messages because they're already public. And I will also allow you to know that like this stuff that we're looking at right now all occurred whilst BowBlax unloaded one of the most psychotic...
Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you. So I respect
no! What am I gonna do?
Okay, so these DMs you're seeing right here, this interaction, during this time frame, Josh had like a friendship-ending argument with me. And it looked a lot like this, but this is not as bad as the one I had. Josh had a friendship-altering, cannot move forward argument with me that was only... like, okay, because he was telling me a bunch of stuff that I'll get to. Normally, if this was Augie, if this was Tom, it would be over, okay? And we'll talk about more.
Thank you for the $2, cool guy, thank you.
Cool guy super chatted $2, the raped.
See, I've shouted at Nick in private VCs about very minor internet drama. I've gotten into debates where I've gotten very heated against Nick, so I can't imagine what Bobby looked like, because I mean, me and Nick are still fine as far as I know. So I've no fucking clue what Bobby was acting like in these arguments.
More about that in a minute, but yeah, this night was not a good night for Josh. So he got into this whole thing with Tom, and then he goes to Alex and he goes, "Can you please delete the tweets? I'm sorry to ask, I've legit had a mental break. Sorry for the trouble. I know it sounds gay, but I do need a mental refresh. I'm gonna touch grass for a week. I'd appreciate it if you could do that for me. They're just goofy tweets. I don't think it's that deep." Now, Alex Gekmo, nobody. I don't think he'll get mad at me saying that. This is a random retard on Twitter. There is absolutely no reason to be individually reaching out to random retards on Twitter and dumping shit in their DMs, begging them to remove stuff. Literally nobody. This is an inconvenience to nobody. This is just you obsessing. This is the gene at play here. They're goofy. I don't think it's that deep. And he's getting obliterated by him, too. I'm doing a favor. I'm asking for a favor, not an opinion. No offense, I swear. I don't tell you to do it anymore. I know it's frustrating. Not a big deal for me.
For Kick Stream.
Thank you, Quella, so much for the $50 there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very generous.
Also, you said you'd chill if I'm going through shit. Why? Okay, whatever. I'm asking for an opinion. Lol. You can take that attitude. Go kick Matt Jarbo's boulders. My tweets are literally screenshots of what you said on Twitter. I don't know why it's bothering you so much. You should figure it out and fix it before someone meaner than me starts picking up on this shit and it blows into a king of nothing or a tipster level, which it did. So you just lied when you said you didn't delete shit. You deleted the shit if I said I was going through it. So I guess there was some agreement in place here that if Josh tells him, "Hey, look, I'm retarded and I'm mentally ill," he would just delete all the mean comments. Again, like, this is not the kind of person I want to hang around. All right, I don't want this with anybody. As soon as you tell me I can't start covering certain stuff when you're around is where I get off the ship.
BowBlax unblocked tipster. I mean, that's unconfirmed. It's probably true. I believe it's unconfirmed, right? It's tipster seems to be saying that. But if it is true, that's incredibly fucking funny. I mean, I replied to Nick's tweet about it. Well, I'll show you my reply quickly. Because it's just one of my favorite videos. But there's a tweet. Just reply to this.
Josh tells him, "Hey, look, I'm retarded and I'm mentally ill," he would just delete all the mean comments. Again, like, this is not the kind of person I want to hang around. All right, I don't want this with anybody. As soon as you tell me I can't start covering certain stuff when you're around is where I get off the ship. All right, that's where I personally exit. And that was one thing that was also a problem with Josh. When you said you didn't delete shit, you deleted the shit if I said I was going through it. So I guess there was some agreement in place here that if Josh tells him, "Hey, look, I'm retarded and I'm mentally ill," he would just delete all the mean comments. Again, like, this is not the kind of person I want to hang around. All right, I don't want this with anybody. As soon as you tell me I can't start covering certain stuff when you're around is where I get off the ship. All right, that's where I personally exit. And that was...
I don't know where content creators get off doing this stuff, going around asking for people to not cover certain things or take things down. Where does anyone get off doing that? It's fucking crazy. You should absolutely have your shit. Fucking, you should get raped over the coals for that sort of thing.
This one thing that was also a problem with Josh. You just can't do that and expect me to respect you. Why would you respect Alex Gekmo at all? I also said, no offense, you fucking pussy. Oh, okay, cool. The context was you said blank, and you were already getting ass blasted by the rest of the internet. Felt fine deleting my shit. Comparing that, look, the fucking...
What over the coals? Raped over the coals.
Look in the frickin' mirror, bro. You're asking a 1,000 follower Twitter account to take down 3 tweets about shit you said so you can rest easy at night. Is this worse than that situation? But I really don't want to have to share details to prove it. All I'm asking for is a favor. I'm sorry for...
Hey, man. I know I run a series called Bully Streams, but can you take it easy on me? my mental health isn't doing so great. Thanks.
Being overly aggressive, as I said earlier. So this isn't really, I mean, it's not really much. He had an argument the same night he had an argument with me. That was not of the nature mine was. Mine looked a lot more like this. This is a screenshot from it. This was my argument.
I said no offense, you fucking pussy.
I have no intent of dropping this tonight, but this was what my argument looks like for comparison. It is, Destiny is not cool. He is not my friend. I hate him. Tipster I hate is a meme. I hate Destiny because he's evil. He's not my friend. Everyone but you knows this. Okay, so this is the, okay, that was my.
So I gotta say, Nick has to leak the rest of this argument. We had BowBlax do something to make Nick leak the rest of this argument. Come on. Please. Please. I have to see the rest of this. Please. This looks so funny. He wants to so bad. You know he does. You know that he's just waiting for it. Waiting for retaliation thing is so gay. Yeah, but I get why you do it, you know? You kind of have to sometimes. You kind of have to. But, look. This looks funny as fuck. Do we reckon he was actually misspelling? Do you think this is put on? What do we think? Is this put on? Is he, like, playing this up? Is BowBlax, like, pretending to have a mental break here? Or do we think he's actually having a mental break? He's definitely mad. I think he's playing it up, yeah. Starlo agrees with me. Starlo agrees with me. For the entire month, he was misspelling so much in my DMs, too. Yeah, I just don't buy it, man. I guess I don't really buy it. I could probably be convinced if I saw like you know, like voice interactions of BowBlax during that time, and he was like super he was doing a lot of tangential thinking and unable to engage with points. That might bring me over the line, but I think just looking at this is like every drunk girl pretending to have a mental breakdown to try and make you feel bad for her that I've ever seen. Very feminine behavior, very estrogenic behavior, one might say.
He's evil.
Yeah, I have to make this look convincing type shit. Yeah, for sure.
He's not my friend. Everyone but you knows this. Okay, so this is the, okay, that was my, okay, that was what my argument looked like. So he had a very different one with him. But yeah, so again, that was more of the nature of mine. Yeah, so again, like I mean it. This was a friendship ending argument for anybody else, okay? Literally nobody else can talk to me like that. I'm sorry. He's fucking out of his mind if he thought that was, but
you ask Nick if the hospital bracelet but Bobby showed him actually had his name on it, or if it could have been his non-binary sisters. I mean, it's a good question. Maybe I will ask. But I don't think Nick wants to, look, I tried asking Nick for information about Bobby, okay? I've been trying to, look, I was, I'm always asking Nick about Bobby, okay? Any chance I get, I'm like, Nick, tell me about Joshua. Tell me about Bobby. Tell me all about Bobby. And Nick is always like, I can't do too much. I can't tell you. I cannot tell you information. Like, Josh is going through a rough time. That's all I get. That's all I ever get.
there was something in there that...
Kui on the phone, kicking his feet. Gossip to me about your longtime friend that you're sick, mate. That's actually, unironically.
Changed my mind, and I'll get to that. So...
Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you.
After this meltdown...
Oh, no.
But then Nick, unlike Bobby, whenever I press Nick, whenever I'm like, Nick, tell me about Bobby. Tell me about Bobby. Nick doesn't tell me. Nick's just like, look, Bobby's going through a lot right now. Okay. He's been acting out. That's like the level I get. But when Bobby and Nick talk about Con, it's, oh, here's what King of Nothing was saying to me while we were playing Fortnite. Here's what King of Nothing said to me while we were playing Fortnite. And then so listen, you can't level the same criticisms of BowBlax at Nick. You just can't.
No, what am I gonna do?
After this meltdown that happened over the Destiny tweet, and then the days later, this thing, Josh goes away on break for about a month and a half, okay? During this break, Josh did not leave Twitter, but he told me for mental health he was going on a break. He basically proceeded to DM me almost every single day. All right? He was talking about retweeting things and shit. Like, this guy was scrubbing Twitter. The only thing Josh wasn't doing on his break was fucking working. Bro, I don't understand. The whole point of taking a break, right, is that you're not interacting with people, okay? It's that you're leaving the social media part. He took a break from YouTube and still did Twitter, bro.
Like, what a retarded thing. Your job is reading tweets, okay? You're making videos where you read tweets. Reading Twitter, like being on Twitter and knowing what's happening and seeing the fights, that's like half of the work, 50% of it. Like, then all you've got to do is screenshot them as you're going through, then go record yourself reading them out, then drop them into a timeline on Premiere and upload it. It's interesting. And his thumbnails are literally just the Twitter logo with someone's face in front of it. It is the easiest thing to do in the world. It is like the most content farm, like slop, like you could just literally pump these things out and print money. He was already positioned in the market. It's not like he even has to build anything up. He's positioned in the market, in the algo. He puts out a Twitter versus, it goes out. People are going to watch it. That's going to be their source. Yeah, he'll be one of the first YouTubers replaced by AI doing Twitter versus, unironically. So why? Why? If you are taking a break, why are you still on Twitter? If you take a break, get off Twitter. Otherwise, make a video out of it and make some fucking money, retard.
Bro, it made no sense.
Yeah, a video takes, like, in total, 2 to 4 hours max, usually less. That's coming in from X8 Connor in chat. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say, I feel like, yeah, you could probably, 4 hours is probably very high end for that, I'd imagine, right? Like, how long are his Twitter versus videos? How long actually are they? 30 minutes, 16 minutes, an hour long? 17 minutes. Like, this one couldn't have been that long. 17. These 15 to 20 minute ones, I feel like 10 to 20 minutes has got to be like the ideal length for these, right? You could probably put one of those together in, fuck, man. I don't even know. 2 hours? 3 hours? Maybe? I don't know why you would put together an hour-long video like this. This doesn't seem like it would work well on this channel. I mean, it did okay, I guess, but... yeah, whatever. It just feels like it would be way too much time investment for when the 20-minute ones perform better a lot of the time. I don't know. Whatever. What do I know? I'm just a fucking retard.
The whole point of taking a break, right, is that you're not interacting with people, okay? It's that you're leaving the social media part. He took a break from YouTube and still did Twitter. Bro, it made no sense. Someone said Nerd City. He's watching, I guarantee, but I don't think he's in my chat, right? So he took a break from making money, and he went on to do, he went on to read more tweets privately for free, I guess. Now the big thing that occurred here, I think there's a clip that I could pull up. This guy had it posted, right? Or was it Kuihman? I said something about him on my stream that I'm sure we could find.
Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you. So I respect
oh no! What am I gonna do?
Oh god, how long has this been going? Does anybody have it? I think I forgot. Was it? Oh, Kuihman tweeted it. Yeah, you're right. It's Kuihman. Kuihman posted it. It feels so small now because, like, I swear to God, this interaction with Josh. Let me see. Smaggle, can you send it to me if you see it? I'm trying to find this fucking tweet right now. Kuihman. Yeah, here it is. Nick Deorio publicly insults best friend Sonic Josh. So this was, like, I guess the first throw on this recent one. Oh fuck. So yeah, that's the King of Nothing update. I think Sonic Josh tried to run defense for it, and he's like, well, actually, this own gets kind of ruined when you notice that King of Nothing has double the likes. And it's like, King of Nothing posted a video that bombed. I think it's like a week up, and it's got under 100,000 views. The video was performing so poorly that his like 5-month magnum opus video that he released was competitive with a video, like a random clip video I posted like 7 hours after he uploaded it. That took me like an hour to edit or whatever for my second channel. So Smaggle, not even me, takes a shot at King of Nothing, and Josh comes in to sweep and defend for it. So, just to be clear, this is not the reason why Josh is, like, not hanging out on Chud Logic's stream anymore. Okay, this is not the reason why I personally am not talking to Josh anymore. This is, like, a totally salvageable other thing that we're only now, like, talking...
Anyone who is pretending this was, like, literally just over the King of Nothing tweet is, like, completely retarded. I understand, like, you know, obviously for all of us, pretty much, most of the stuff wasn't public. Like what that was really causing it. I feel like if you looked at the situation and you couldn't tell there was obviously some animosity built up in BowBlax and Nick's friendship just from the Chud appearance, just from the first Chud appearance, then you are a fucking retard. Autistic on the level of BowBlax. Which most BowBlax supporters are, to be honest. It's crazy, man. You should see. Go around and look at people that like dick ride for BowBlax. It's great. They are all the most autistic freaks in the fucking world. It's something that I haven't seen since, like, the Super Mega shit, when it was all, like, Twitter artists, you know, like, teenage, non-binary Twitter artists that were riding for Lex. And you'd get them coming to chat being like, are you really questioning someone's rape? That's, like, BowBlax's fans. That's the type of people, the type of interactions. It's all, like, you know, fucking 18-year-old, turbo-autistic, non-binary, My Little Pony fan freaks that just want everyone to be wide peepo happy, epic, wholesome, and comfy. It's fucking disgusting. It truly, like, it's wretched to see.
About in this context because the Alex Gekmo guy triggered Josh over it. All right, Alex dumped all of his messages after this happened, and then that started like a whole second conflict. Okay, like this shit, I think he dropped this while I was on with Chud. If it was just the King of Nothing thing, this is like a totally, like, we could have chatted on stream, it would have been totally fine. The issue I had with it is that Josh was telling me everything that King of Nothing was saying privately. He was giving me updates on their personal friend, like, games of Fortnite together, where King of Nothing would, like, bitch about me and shit. And he was telling me every single thing and being like, oh, this guy sucks, da-da-da-da-da. And Josh had a history. You can go ask any of his former friends at one point or another. They were annoyed by it too, of how he would play the middleman in all these conflicts. He never wants to be in drama or associated with drama, but the thing that he would often do is he would check people publicly and just remind them that he's still their friend, even though Big Mean Nick was fighting with them. Again, go ask Tom. I'm sure he's had a run-in with this. I think that was one of the issues he had with him a couple of years ago.
It's white teenage girls. It's not just white teenage girls though. It's like it's both, right? It's the bronies, the autistic, the turbo autistic brony type speds who can't dress themselves, and then it's also the Emily BLMs. It's also the Emily BLMs with autism.
And it really annoyed me because, like, every time I'd fight with somebody on Twitter, Josh would go out of their way to be like, hey guys, yeah, still friends over here. But in King of Nothing in particular, Josh came to me and said,
yes, the autistic Tumblr crowd, exactly.
Still friends over here. But in King of Nothing in particular, Josh came to me and said he regretted even defending him publicly the last time. Because King of Nothing didn't defend himself, and it felt like him versus everybody else. So I was confused why he would tweet something like this. It doesn't really make sense, I guess, because... Hold on, let me pull this back in a tab. Like, this makes absolutely zero sense why he would do it if he's already, like, been in a position where he didn't want to defend him before, and he was already starting to get hate again. But, like, the big thing for me, and Josh won't deny this because he knows I could prove it, is Josh was telling me privately he was hoping that King of Nothing would backstab him. You know his good friend that he's probably crying to right now in Discord? Okay, he was hoping that his friend would backstab him so he could farm him on stream for money. So... all right, it's not just like, oh, wow, you're not going against current narrative. This guy's blowing me privately, dude. He's coming to me being like, oh, look, this is what he's saying about you, this fucking loser. I keep telling him he's a loser. He's a total loser. Also, I hope he stabs me in the back so I can do tipster bully streams and run a train on him and make a shitload of money. Like, this is... nice enough? Bro!
I don't respect you.
Like, we're hearing that representation. Remember, he was on Chud's stream the other day saying, I love gossiping to Sam because Sam doesn't care about any of the internet stuff. And then he's running between Nick and Mohammed saying, oh, Mohammed's such a fucking loser. Mohammed sucks, dude. Mohammed's like so mad about you. Mohammed's always ranting about you when we're playing Fortnite.
So, I respect
Oh
that.
no! What am I gonna do?
It's like, you'd ask him. He'd be crazy to deny it. But yes, he did that too. So I was just like, it's frustrating, all right? I think it's personally fake. I put out a statement today. I basically just ran through it with you. But, I mean, it's pretty fucking fake, in my opinion, if that's the way he's going about it. Josh was either acting like a fake piece of shit in public or blowing smoke in my ear and telling me what I wanted to hear in private. Either way.
Where is Josh's sister or mother? Why are they not helping him right now? I literally had that thought earlier. I was like, where are Bobby's parents? I get he's like 27, but this guy's turbo retarded. Like, probably needs a carer type regarded, you know? I was wondering, like, why are his parents not, like, stepping in? Do they not just go, yo, Josh, you're crashing out? I feel like they have to, no? It's crazy, just like your turbo regard son run wild on YouTube.
Way, I found it pathetic. And this kind of thing, like, it's not a one and done. It just grates on you because, like, he did this with Technicals. He did this with plenty of other people I was fighting with in the past. And eventually, something's got to give, right? Eventually, I'm going to give him shit for it because it's like, it's pretty fucking gay. But again, I didn't know all this was coming. I didn't know they were going to dump all his DMs. And now, like, there's a separate dialogue tree that has occurred here because Alex dropped all of his DMs and then Lyrics covered them and then Josh's lolcow gene activated and he fucking, like, did a whole thing with leaking the stream. I'll explain that in a second, too. That was, like, straw broke the camel's back, we're done with Josh thing. That was, like, there's no coming back moments there, but we'll get to that.
Liberal Latino asks, what is everyone talking about when they mention Josh and his sister? You can find out, okay? You can find out. We're raising another $220 on this goal, okay? And then there will be a kick stream with Stylo where we will go over all of that, okay? We'll tell you all about it.
I want to talk more about...
So, guys, remember to donate. Support the donation drive, okay? Support the goal, okay? Support me risking my career, okay? It should be $7.50, quite frankly. Stylo, you're acting Jewish. You're acting more Jewish than me, okay? And frankly, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable with it.
My interaction with Josh now, and give you a bit more of... because I said, like, he convinced me after a friendship-ending argument.
What's that one Kanye line? What's that Kanye line? How black men can't balance a checkbook. Gotta ask the Jews how to make a dime. What's that?
That this was like a salvageable situation. And I feel stupid, and I have to, like, come clean about this. He sold me bullshit, and I believed him. And the stuff that he was saying here, people are comparing it often to, like, oh, Josh has always been like this. Josh has always been cringe and pathetic. Josh has always been, what is it? Insecure.
I don't take advice from people less successful than me.
and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, sure.
Oh,
never like this, though. The Josh that I'm interacting with in this argument...
oh, yeah, the Jews speak the truth on how to make a dime. That's it.
...was foreign to me. I did not know what I was talking to. I've fought with Josh before. It never looked like this. where at some points he was just sending me like 15 uninterrupted all caps spelling wrong. I've never witnessed this before in my entire fucking life of knowing this guy. Okay, it was out of the blue. I looked at this and I thought he had like a fucking drug problem or something. I thought something dangerous was occurring. All right. So at the very end of this discussion, I told him that I'm not going to have a gun to my head and someone tells me to apologize for something I don't think I did wrong. So if you come to your senses and you figure your shit out, you can message me, but I'm not going to fight with you.
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas Deorio?
But I'm not going to fight with you, and I'm not going to read whatever you write me for the next 24 hours. Well, I lied. I read it, and he sent me some stuff 4 hours later saying, hey, I just realized I'm like completely...
Huge mistake. Huge mistake. Anyone that's dealt with a crazy woman knows to see huge mistake. If you say you're not reading messages for 24 hours, you're not reading messages for 24 hours.
I'm going to have a gun to my head, and someone tells me to apologize for something I don't think I did wrong. So if you come to your senses and you figure your shit out, you can message me, but I'm not going to fight with you.
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas Deorio?
But I'm not going to fight with you, and I'm not going to read whatever you write me for the next 24 hours. Well, I lied. I read it, and he sent me some stuff 4 hours later saying, hey, I just realized I'm like completely fucking manic
He showed weakness.
right
Bunty
now.
King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
And he told me he was...
If Nick were a good friend, he'd have taken Josh's Tesla off his hands instead of getting a gay new one. So, the issue with that is that I don't think Nick Deorio would be caught dead driving around in a shitty Model 3 stock color Tesla, okay? Bobby, Josh, Sonic Josh, Bobby, so cheap, so poor, so lazy, doesn't want to make a Twitter versus, so against making a Twitter versus, that he didn't even get one of the colors on his Model 3. He got the stock with it has no color. He wanted to get a blue one like Sonic, but he couldn't justify paying the money.
He was gonna get help because like he hadn't acted like this in years and he was really concerned about it. And
someone's saying Destiny. No, you're totally wrong. Real knotted individuals know that back in the day, Destiny called around a bunch of car garages, pitting them against each other, trying to get the best price on his fucking blue... What shitty car did he have? What was it? Fucking Ford Focus or some shit? I don't remember.
a couple days later, he sends me like, and I swear to God, this is what got me. He sends me a hospital wristband. People were speculating that I was saying,
yeah,
oh, he's gonna
RS.
quit weed, and I found out Josh didn't quit weed. No, he sent me a fucking hospital wristband. And I've been fucking running this in my head, right? And I didn't know what I wanted to say because I don't know.
Yeah, don't forget the RS. It's not a Ford Focus. It's a Ford Focus RS, of course. Different cars, of course.
How much I can say here. Oh God, they're trying to stop me right now. They're trying to stop me. My phone just went off. Okay, he sends me a hospital wristband, okay? And I'm not going to say the name of the condition he claimed to have been diagnosed with. But he had a name to say. Yes. Because I don't know how much I can say here. Oh God, they're trying to stop me right now. They're trying to stop me. My phone just went off. Okay, he sends me a hospital wristband, okay? And I'm not going to say the name of the condition he claimed to have been diagnosed with. But he told me that he had a disorder. And in that moment...
Oh, did I just F? We're back now anyway. So, Bobby claimed to have a disorder to Nick. He claimed he was at the hospital and he has a disorder. That's crazy. What do we think this is? What do we think he's claiming? It's got to be bipolar, yes. It's not BPD. I think it's bipolar. Involved. Nick said bipolar on Bungie stream. It's bipolar. People saying borderline are retarded, okay? If he's talking about having manic episodes, it's almost definitely bipolar. Okay? And men don't have borderline, okay? That doesn't happen.
They're trying to stop me right now.
It's a fake thing.
They're trying to stop me. My phone just...
Men who have borderline, we we just call those. I was gonna make a racist joke. Those are just psychos, okay? We just literally those are just people that kill people. If someone kills someone, someone's in jail for murder, that's a borderline male, okay? Borderline males don't bother manipulating. They just fucking kill people. They just like kill their ex-girlfriend or kill one of their parents. That's what borderline personality disorder men do.
Just went off. Okay, he sends me a hospital wristband, okay? And I'm not going to say the name of the condition he claimed to have been diagnosed with. But he told me that he had a disorder. And in that moment, and I'm almost positive he's told me.
Nick said it was borderline. Okay, well, someone disagreeing with you. Someone's saying it's bipolar. But Nick said it was bipolar. Nick linked borderline. 2 people saying borderline. He said BPD. Gee, I fear for Bobby's family. That's scary stuff.
He's had it since then. But in that moment, he told me he was 99% sure he was diagnosed with a disorder. And to other people, he expressed that this disorder might be the answer as to why he's freaked out before.
From Big Bungee... Okay.
In the past.
We're getting half.
He said that that his behavior here could be excused for it. And he led me to believe for over a month, okay, that he had some disorder. And I thought he had a drug problem. I'm not even going to fucking front it. I thought he had like a coke addiction because he did.
Dude, BowBlax with a drug problem would go so hard.
A drug problem. I'm not even going to fucking front it. I thought he had like a coke addiction because he did fucking. I was hoping he had like a coke addiction because he did fucking coke with Dick Masterson in VidCon. So I'm thinking like maybe he's still doing coke or something. I don't believe that's the case now, but I was hoping he had a coke addiction because it would explain a lot of his weird behavior. But he told me he was 99% sure he was diagnosed with some disorder.
Who is Bunty King?
And he told me days later that, well, not only that, he told me he was being medicated for this diagnosis. Okay, they were medicating him. He told me this.
You don't do you medicate borderline personality disorder? Am I crazy? I thought personality disorders are like kind of harder to medicate. Or do they just throw antidepressants and antipsychotics, right? Yeah. I feel like you more associate medication with bipolar, no? Like he'd be on like lithium or some shit. Yeah. You have to medicate bipolar. Yeah, I think it's probably bipolar that Bobby was claiming to have. I don't know what Nick said. If he said BPD, I feel like maybe there's been wires crossed and someone thought that was bipolar disorder as the acronym. I feel that it's more likely to be bipolar from what I'm hearing here that he's claiming.
Disorder made him stop hating Tommy C. It cured his hatred for Tommy C of 5 years. This new disorder cured his...
Yeah. BPD can involve medication, but it's pretty rare. Bipolar, 100% use meds. Yeah, I think you can use like antidepressants, antipsychotics, stuff like that to help. Some people do that. But yeah, bipolar is the one where you associate medication.
His fucking hatred for Tommy C. And I was okay. I was like, all right, he's bettering himself. You're laughing. You're laughing. I told you my friend has a disorder and you're laughing. No, listen, I wanted to believe this was true because I like Josh and I feel bad for Josh. And I wanted to believe he was doing something that would be helpful for him. Again, he could deny this. Disorder made him stop hating Tommy C. It cured his hatred for Tommy C of...
If hating Tommy C is a symptom of bipolar, I might be undiagnosed.
5 years. This new disorder cured his fucking hatred for Tommy C. And I was okay. I was...
Kuihman disorder when? There is no diagnosis for what's wrong with me. I put the Chud timestamp in Discord. What Chud timestamp? Start of their call near the very end. Oh, check it in a bit. Thank you.
Was like, all right, he's bettering himself. You're laughing. You're laughing. I told you my friend has a disorder and you're laughing. No, listen, I wanted to believe this was true because I like Josh and I feel bad for Josh. And I wanted to believe he was doing something that would be helpful for him. Again, he could deny this all he wants. It would be futile, but he could. I wanted to believe he was doing something to help himself. I wanted to kind of believe the schizo story. I guess that's my fault. But after the Chud Logic stream, I called him, and he told me that he's not even sure he has it. I thought he was diagnosed. I thought he was medicated. This is like Boogie's cancer.
Dude.
He goes, I'm not even sure I have it. And he told me that a girl convinced him he had it.
So this is crazy. This is wild stuff. Bobby getting gaslit into thinking he's got mental health conditions by some hooer that he met. That's insane. I need to know more. I have to know more about this relationship. I need to. I need to know what happened. I guess they had a breakup. It sounds like from other stuff Nick says in the stream there was a breakup or something. Nick refers to it as a whole other rabbit hole. Now, I did have a lead. I did speak briefly on about a lead on Bungie's stream earlier. I guess I'll bring it up here. It's all public stuff, so I've got no shame about showing this, really. Bobby would do all the same. Let's be real. Bobby showed leaked messages from Tipster. So I'll show this. I just saw this comment. I just went on Bobby's public, content creator Instagram. LA trip is over. Best one I've had out of the 4 years I went. Thanks to all the cool people who went and made the trip so amazing. This girl comments, nice. And Bobby replies, it was so fun. Wish you were there too. So that's the only lead I've got. I did also see this girl cosplaying Rouge the Bat in some pictures. So interesting little aside there. But that's all I've seen.
I was done. Personally.
Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you. So I respect
Oh
that.
no!
Okay.
What am I gonna do?
Cat's out of the bag. He told me that he was convinced by a girl. And that was all well and good, but if he's not fucking mentally disabled, then it doesn't really explain these messages. Does it? Well, I'm really sorry that you had a bad relationship. If that's also up for speculation. I'm not even going to start with that one. Apparently, that's another whole rabbit hole.
Oh, there's the quote. There's the quote. Not even going to start with that one. Apparently, it's not a whole rabbit hole.
Well, I'm really sorry that you had a bad relationship. If that's also up for speculation. I'm not even going to start with that one. Apparently, that's another whole rabbit hole. But we can't verify it, so we're not going to talk about it here. We're gonna.
Well, we're talking
for the
about
sake
it.
Of this
Well, we're talking about it because there's a public comment that I spotted.
and BowBlax had a girlfriend. Okay, but now he had no excuse for this conversation last month, and now it's just like, what the fuck happened? Where he like basically threatened me. So yeah, that was it. That was the end of the conversation. That was the end of that. So when people say, hey, Nick, you threw BowBlax out of the house because...
Hi, guys, I'm Kuihman's boyfriend. Okay, dude.
Because he tweeted out of turn for King of Nothing. It's like, no, I threw BowBlax out of the house because he pretended he was mentally disabled, told me he was 99% sure he was completely mentally ill, and that would explain every outburst he's ever had, and it was too good to be true. Because later on, after a month, he retconned it.
A person?
He retconned it to say that he just dated a crazy woman, and she convinced him he was retarded and disabled. So, I mean, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. And it gets a little worse. Again, I really...
What is Bunty King to you?
I'm fucking begging
Who is
you.
Bunty King?
I am
Nicholas Deorio?
begging you to deny this. But, man, this feels stupid as fuck to say. But he used this to try to get money out of me.
So this is just crazy. This is just insane. This is wild. Let's hear this.
And it gets a little worse. Again, I really...
What is Bunty King to
I'm
you?
fucking begging
Who is
you.
Bunty King?
I am
Nicholas Deorio?
begging you to deny this. But... man, this feels stupid as fuck to say. But he used this to try to get money out of me. This is why I thought he had a drug problem. Dude, he told me, I swear, didn't he just buy a house, bro? He told me that because he's on his break, which he wasn't taking a break, he just wasn't posting main channel content. Because he was on a break, he was worried about making rent. So before he even checked his bank account...
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas Deorio?
So he was worried that if he was... Because he couldn't make videos because he was taking a break from his income for the month. He begged me for $2,000 to cover his mortgage. I'm not going to say begged. He asked me for it, and I very quickly told him no, and he apologized for asking.
So he is paying. He can't pay his mortgage. He got, right, so this is just funny. This is just... We got to pull up a tweet for this as well. So here's the thing, okay? I know a couple Canadians. I've heard a lot of Canadians bitching about the housing market, the rental market, about how insane it's getting. I hear especially, I believe, in places like BC. That's British Columbia, I believe. So let's take a look at a couple of tweets here. So 29th of June, 2021, this is a while ago. I was going to get a place first, but getting a good mortgage is based on your last 2 years of average annual income. Since my income in 2019 was far less than 2020, I can't get a mortgage big enough for the place I want until 2022. So here's when Bobby's thinking about getting a place. And he's going good here. He's making money. He's stacking paper. So he's feeling good about it. He's looking at big places, nice places that he can get. Fast forward. Wrong one. To 2024. In April. We can pull this up. There we go. Just bought a home in BC, Canada. Brutal housing market. Just off reading tweets on YouTube. LMAO. WTF is my life. I feel like I'm using a cheat code. So this guy, he's acknowledging that the housing market is brutal. Okay? He has bought a place next to a train track, which was probably less expensive. So obviously next to a train track, that's going to be less expensive. There's a loud noise. Anywhere where there's large amounts of transport, loud transport going past, obviously it's going to be lower in price on the housing market. Obviously, it's like something that most people don't want. And still, because he has stopped working, he is now begging for money. He is now begging for money to try and pay his mortgage. That's just insane. You're in a horrible housing market, stretching your budget as far as it will go, to the point where you're taking a train track next to your house so that you can get a cheaper place, and then you can't pay it. That's insane. Because he's completely stopped working. He doesn't make Twitterverses anymore. So when I pressed him about the mortgage, that was absolutely based. I was so right. I'm vindicated. That was epic. Anyone crying about that is fucking stupid. I saw people saying that, they thought I was saying Bobby was going to throw himself in front of the train, and they were saying I'd be happy about that. I obviously wouldn't. No one wants to see that happen. I was making a joke about his poor financial decisions, which are confirmed. Fully confirmed.
But, I mean, like, he didn't have the fucking disease!
Nice enough?
I don't respect you. So I respect
Oh, no!
What was the break for? Bro, you can't retcon that! That fucking disease was the reason I didn't drop you in June or July, okay? It was the reason why I brushed aside that you were begging for money, okay? But you can't just tell me, well, I was dating a girl and...
It's retarded if Nick thinks he doesn't have the disease. What, the disorder? Why is it retarded? He said a girl told him he had it. That's what BowBlax said, is a girl convinced him he had it. He didn't get diagnosed. A girl convinced him he had it. That's what Bobby said to him, apparently. How would Nick be retarded for thinking he doesn't have the disorder that he claims to?
No, 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 no. That's not how that works.
Really lolly.
And maybe it is drugs. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. I already kind of speculated, but I speculated. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not drugs. But it sounded like a drug problem at the time, so I went around saying, like, Tom, do you think Josh has a drug problem? Like, I ran through this with everybody, and we were all hoping that it was as easy as just, like, going to rehab and fixing it, but I don't know what's wrong with him.
No, but he said it's not about manic people don't want to get treatment. He said he was 99% sure he was diagnosed, and then he walked it back to this girl told me I had it. But like, that makes no sense. First of all, how can you be 99% sure you were diagnosed? Either you got diagnosed or you didn't. Like, even in Boogie's case, he doesn't say, I think I got diagnosed. He said, no, the doctor told me I had polycythemia vera. And he said that every time. The doctor told me I had polycythemia vera every time. That's what he said every time. Where Bobby's not saying, a doctor told me I have borderline personality disorder, bipolar disorder, whatever. Bobby's saying, I'm 99% sure I was diagnosed. And then he moves back to, a girl told me I have it. So it's not even as consistent as that. It doesn't hold that much water, right?
And the problem is Josh is an unreliable narrator. So people have been trying to help him.
It's so middle school, it's crazy. It is. He's like, he's mentally like 12.
At the time, so I went around saying, like, Tom, do you think Josh has a drug problem? Like, I ran through this with everybody, and we were all hoping that it was as easy as just, like, going to rehab and fixing it, but I don't know what's wrong with him. And the problem is Josh is an unreliable narrator. So people have been trying to help him the entire time. We're going to get into that in a second. This guy does not listen. He listens to no one. He's looking for one person to tell him exactly what he wants to hear, and then that's what he does.
Girls are pretty good with that stuff. One girl at a music festival told me my chakras were out of alignment. They gave me a purple crystal to keep on me at all times. I was obsessed with her for months.
So, not only is Josh crazy, crazier than I've ever seen him, all right? Tommy thinks he turned 27 and something broke in his brain. Okay, that's Tommy's speculation. Tommy also thinks it's because if he thinks he's not, like, gonna breed or something, the male. All right, I'm not even getting into it. Tommy gave a nuclear take, all right? I thought it was pretty funny.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? This guy's my age, too. I can't imagine being this pathetic. I'm sorry, I just can't. Oh my god. No, this is like some shit. This is some shit that a fucking 18-year-old, like, fucking high school girl goes through, and he's having it with me. And I, like, what the fuck? But yeah, okay, so so this guy is crazy. He's begging for money. He's an unreliable narrator. He's looking for sympathy. He doesn't take any advice, okay? So no, it's not because he tweeted out of turn. I'm not the commentary Don. I'm a fucking human being, and this shit is too much for me to deal with. I'm sorry. This is way out of my fucking... Bro, I'm trying to make a funny show, and I'm trying to pay some bills, and I'm trying to enjoy fucking life, all right? I don't need that fucking baggage. Listen, you're not my girlfriend, okay? It's just not happening. So I hope that makes more sense than the current going narrative that's out there. I hope that explains it a little bit more as to why I came to that decision. I don't necessarily blame anybody else for not knowing that stuff, because I personally had to navigate a minefield to tell you about.
I've had doctors give me medications for certain illnesses without telling me I for sure had said illness. Yeah, sure, you can do treatment without a full diagnosis. Yes, no one's saying it's not the case. But Bobby doesn't seem to be getting treated. He said he was 99% sure he was diagnosed and then changed it to, a girl told me. A girl telling him is not getting medication.
About it. Because this whole situation, hold on.
That's just...
Okay.
That's not going to happen.
All right, so this is what we're dealing with here, okay?
Not this was BowBlax case, are you sure?
This is what we're dealing with. You see this on the screen right now? This, up top, right here, you see the stuff right up here, this level? This is what you found on a Chud Logic stream, and this is about what I've told you tonight, okay?
Well, you show us the rest, Nick.
This is what you saw on the Chud Logic stream. This is what I showed you tonight. just for clarification, if you wanted to know, images in mirror may be larger than they appear, okay? There's a lot going on with this story, and that's basically the new information you're going to get out of me.
Well, a bitch.
Because anything else would be sharing extremely private, trauma-dumped information.
What a bitch.
But that's why I've come to this decision. Now, what was the straw that broke the camel's back? It was this. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. So BowBlax leaked a conversation with Lyrics, and it's not that he leaked a phone call. I wouldn't care if he recorded him. It's that it doesn't make sense, right? So Josh was spurging out because people were covering him because he was the drama story of the week. Go on Chud Logic. He says it's perfectly fine if you make fun of him.
I don't respect
Go look.
you.
You'll find it anywhere.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
You'll find it on the Chud Logic live stream. He'll say he's fine with people who make fun of him, fine with people who cover him. He's not. Okay, he's incredibly vindictive, as we explained earlier.
Ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you.
So,
I respect
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
so Lyrics does a stream with Toastify, and Josh wants to reach out to me to talk more about it. And at this point, I'm just like in watcher mode. I'm trying to see what's going on here. I want to try to like manage these engagements as best I can. So I hadn't gotten back to him. But when I did sit down for the night,
Person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas Deorio?
by the way, I'm always doing like, just to be clear, during both of these interactions, BowBlax's breakdown and BowBlax's most recent drama.
Is that fine?
These have always been like really, I don't want to say difficult times as in like an emotional thing, but like I'm busy right now, okay? While BowBlax was having his breakdown the first time, I was building my entire office. I was rebuilding my whole office. So he's writing me while I'm putting like, I'm putting RGB on the back of my refrigerator, and this guy's sending me 70 messages. Okay, I did not want to deal with it at that point. All right, I didn't want to deal with it at that point.
I don't know why you would. Just tell him to fuck off. I think Nick even says it here, but like, if I'm not fucking you, do not spam me with messages.
I was literally building my office. This time, he's having this whole fucking conversation with Lyrics, and all this stuff is about to break, and I bought a car. Okay, so I'm at the fucking car dealership while this is happening. All right, I'm busy. I can't take time out of my day every single time to sweep up after whatever this guy's fucking doing. Okay, I got shit to do. All right, I can't do this 24 hours a day. All right? I'm not a call center for wherever this guy has a retard moment.
I really like you.
Okay?
Why?
So, I get back. I finally sit down for the day. I work a normal job like everybody else, unlike Josh, who probably deserves, who will be working a normal job, I assure you. And he's fighting with Toastify or something. The bread man, he's fighting with Toastify about what he said on the Lyrics live stream. This is private. I think it's lost media. I don't think anyone recorded him. But everyone kind of just hears what's happening, jumps in, goes, oh, okay. He's freaking out. So he jumps out. All right, whatever. Cool. Sick. I mean, I jump out, and then the other people jump out, and they're just fighting. Eventually, I hop back in, and I see what's going on, and Smaggle calls me, and I hear that there's a leaked Lyrics phone call that exists. And I'm like, what the fuck is that about? So I get this phone call you're seeing right here. And by this point, it was distributed.
I feel like we're just getting the story here, but I think we can kind of figure out most of what happened here anyway. I'm just going to speed this up, I think.
Like everybody immediately. It goes to Smaggle Daggle, which means by that point, it's basically public consumption. If you want to leak something, the best thing you can do is send it to Smaggle and tell people they don't, like, please don't distribute this. Because once you give it to Smaggle, I mean, everybody has it, right? But Smaggle calls Toastify, who was going to bed because it was very early in UK time. And they're watching the call. I jump in there, I watch it with him, and I see out of the corner of my eye.
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
BowBlax goes into general VC of the Xylee server, right? The Xylee Hangout server. Just the current moon-based variant where a couple YouTubers sit and chat and play video games together. Nothing really going on in there. But anyways, I see Josh is back in there, and it's got like Matt Pitt and a bunch of other people. And now he's watching the Toastify debate, like the Toastify Lyrics stream, and he's fighting with them and like trying to state his case to those people. So I guess the conversation he just had with Toastify, he was running back with like the now recording people and a couple other guys. Whilst I'm watching this leaked call with Smaggle and Lyrics. I hope this is not Lyrics, Toastify. I hope this is followable. I'm sorry if it's not. I'm doing the best I can here. No script. Anywho, whilst that's occurring, BowBlax tells Group A, the public group server, that he has a leaked call with Lyrics that looks fucking terrible for lyrics. He's gonna annihilate him. He's gonna blow him up. Okay? And those guys talk him off the ledge. They say, hey, this is probably a bad idea. They haven't even heard the call, mind you. I'd heard the...
If you found out Josh ended up getting a job at a fast food restaurant, you knew the specific location, would you travel to Canada? No, probably not. No.
Call, and by this point I knew Josh sounded horrible. I knew Josh sounded like a scrawny little pussy who's, oh, feel bad for me every single thing I do. Bro, I'm gonna blow up the immersion right now for you, and I'm gonna go right into my DMs with Josh. I'm gonna teach you how he debates, okay? I'm gonna blow up your Josh immersion, because you can go back to every debate ever and realize exactly why nobody wanted to fight with this guy, because he would literally debate rape you, like, not like date rape, like debate rape you into a state.
Wait, did Xylee say this? I was surprised to hear that Xylee dislikes lyrics. Lyrics gives me the ick for all that rape coverage at the beginning of the year. Quote Xylee. Yeah, but who gives a fuck what Xylee thinks? Xylee not liking you might be a point in your favor, to be honest. I feel like Lyrics could make a killer Xylee video. I feel like Lyrics has gotten away. I'm like I only found out about Lyrics once he messaged me, but I am like a OG Lyrics content enjoyer, okay? I don't like the new Lyrics. Same with Turkey Tom, actually. Same with Turkey Tom, actually. No reason why I compare these two. No specific reason why I compare these two. Same with Turkey Tom. I prefer their old content. He used to just be like when he was making stuff like this, he could make a fire Xylee video.
You are not a woman.
You're dumb, ugly, overweight, and Indian. Emoji face. Tell me more. If you have a header like this, you're not funny, you're not cute, you're not ironic. You are subhuman garbage, and I hope—
Yeah, and the Aramonga Sensei review as well. I love that.
Your entire lineage gets wiped from this earth. Pretty base stuff, man. Pretty funny. Don't let this girl Stardust hear that, though, because she believes that if I'm just laughing at something, and if someone calls something based, they're directly endorsing it. And I'm really serious when I laugh at someone saying your entire lineage should get wiped out because you're Indian. Yeah, dude, you got me. I was serious when I said you're Indian, and that's bad.
That's so funny, dude. Holy shit, dude. That's funny as fuck.
People who respond to getting insults at them with "please tell me more" and wet emojis, acting like they're not crying inside, and acting like it's all one ironic joke as if it doesn't really affect them, are the most sensitive people on the goddamn internet. This girl's name is Stardust, and she's an insufferable bitch, self-titled herself. She's playing into the meme, guys. She's definitely not fucking crying inside.
It's really not a huge deal to me.
I know there's some like debates going on, and I keep—
So yeah, I'm an OG Lyrics fan. Okay, when he was just shitting on women for being annoying, when he was shitting on women for being stupid and annoying, that was fucking awesome. Huge fan of that Lyrics. Okay, and then we've got a classic Turkey Tom video here about Stephanie Sue. Okay, and look how he ends this video. This is crazy.
Being cancelled with the mob and
Also, Stephanie, I may find your videos terrible, and I may have spent a decent amount of time insulting you and your friends. However, put this on and we'll call it even. Hit up this Twitter handle. Don't subscribe to me unless you like gamer words.
Isn't that epic? Isn't that epic? Why doesn't he do that anymore? I mean, he kind of did with Lauren Chen on Twitter the other day. I was saying, guy's kind of like yellow fever, no? What's going on there? What's the deal there?
Of agree to disagree to the point where it wasn't even fun to argue with him. Go back to like season 5 of Augie before he quits and notice that anytime I'd have a problem with Josh, it would be easier to just kind of ignore him and move on to the next subject than really fight with him. Because one day he sent me this and said, this reminds me of the Boo Boss stream, okay? So these are sensory stories by Nicole. He sends me this thread. I think why autistic people are often accused of being manipulative in 5 easy steps. The autistic person and another person have a misunderstanding. The other person accuses the autistic person of something based off their—
Dude, this is awesome that Bobby is sending his friends these, like, here's how neurodivergent people communicate Twitter threads. Oh my god, it's so cool. Imagine how much he would rip into someone for doing this. Like, how does he not realize that he's like everything he's ever mocked and criticized? It's so funny.
By Nicole. He sends me this thread. I think why autistic people are often accused of being manipulative in 5 easy steps. The autistic person and another person have a misunderstanding. The other person accuses the autistic person of something based off their perception of how it happened. 3, the autistic person feels like they need to defend themselves and explain themselves, so they do their best to explain to OP their side of the story. And then 4, the malicious normie, okay, figures out that he's wrong about the retard, okay, but he doesn't want to accept it because that means taking an L to a retard, okay, so they have to lie. Part 5, the OP decides the autistic person made up a story to manipulate them because it almost worked. Okay? This is what Josh thinks every conversation is. Okay? It's that Josh is right and that all the fucking able-bodied people are malicious. This is what he thinks. Everyone's malicious but him. He's crazy. All right? Or at least that's what he's trying to sell me. Okay? Just to be clear, this is what he sent me this. I'm not just pulling up something. He sent me this. So this thing happens with lyrics, and we're watching it, and we realize that Josh sounds terrible for like 45 minutes. It's just a call of lyrics sounding completely normal, and Josh sounding like a whiny fucking retard the whole time. I swear to God. Okay? So the other group chat, without even talking to me, the public chat where he's in there, they convince him to not do anything. So just before I finish watching the call,
can we get an L for the now recording crew? Can we get a fuck now recording? I guarantee that's who was in that fucking VC with Josh. Who are we saying was in there talking Josh off the ledge? Matt Pitt. I bet fucking Beavers. Do we reckon Becky? Think Becky was trying to talk him down? If Becky was trying to talk him down, that's a problem. Now that's a problem. He mentioned on his show, oh, Jesus Christ. Now that is a fucking problem. He almost fucked it up. Why would you try and talk BowBlax out of self-destruction? That's so fucked up. Literally ruining the content. Xylee, just stream about it. What? What's that channel again? Xylee gets railed? Let's talk about BowBlax. 2 hours straight.
Jury Satoshi super chatted $9.99. An hour behind, but here's a 10 for your troubles.
Thank you for the $10. We'll put on the account. Guys, that's actually a great reminder to show. Okay. We'll just do this quickly. Guys, 540 of you here right now. Huge numbers. With only 126 likes, okay? The bare minimum we ask for around here. Okay, guys. The bare minimum we ask for is a like on the stream. Helps us boost in the algorithm, okay? Helps the stream out. You're enjoying the content totally for free. I feel like the least you can do is expend the effort to either move your cursor from the whatever video game you're playing right now to the thumbs up and click it, or to pull out your phone and press the thumbs up on your mobile device. That'd be awesome. That'd be epic. I'd love that. Okay, so let's try and pump those numbers up. Freeloaders. All right, guys? Okay? Now, if you want to take your support further, you can donate directly through the stream allowance link in the pinned chat message. You can buy a membership or gift memberships to others in the YouTube chat. You can buy a super chat, which will highlight your message and read it out on TTS. Or you can buy a super sticker, which is a YouTube image or GIF that will be highlighted in chat. You can go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, or reddit.com/r/Kuihman. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Now recording is unlistenable. Never understand people like that shit. I don't feel obligated because they were already SFTP fans or something. Yeah. I mean, I've spoken at length on that recording. Thank you for the $2. Thank you so much, Lumpy Willie.
Lumpy Willie super chatted $1.99. Liking is too much work. Here's money instead.
Thank you.
BowBlax sends the call to Toastify, who already had it because it went to Smaggle, but he sent it to Toastify, and I jump in seeing that Josh left, and I say, hey guys, how did that go? And they go, job well done. BowBlax has been talked off the ledge. He's not going to post it. And I said, that's fantastic, but he just leaked it to Lyrics. And they're like, what? Wait, what are you talking about? He just told us he's not going to do that. And then he just leaked it. So at this point, I called the boys back at the lab, and I said, what do we do here? This guy is not listening to
Every
us.
super
He lied about having a
99 cents. Quite behind. Smith 1.
Thank you, Eric, for the $2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the stream elements, don't I? Thank you so much. Was there a message with that? Did it get filtered? Nope, that's just pathos. Thank you very much.
Fucking potentially lied about having a disease, full bore, or disorder full bore, but at the very least, he lied about having it for a month. He never corrected that with me after he said he was 99% diagnosed and insinuated he had it, okay? This guy is crazy. He's out of control. I have no idea what's happening right now. What do we do? And we said, we sat on this, we said, okay, well, this looks really bad for Josh.
The Brits are filling the content void. Look, Nick, I'm going to farm this endlessly, okay?
And if he posts it, it probably will be the end of his career. Realistically. I mean, he's going to get bullied so hard for going after lyrics here. By the way, he literally said earlier that he was going to drop this call and do a lyrics bully stream, which, by the way, is the gayest name of a series I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm so glad you said it. I'm so glad you said it. Fucking crazy that people let him get away with that. I don't know why anyone... It's insane to me. There was an audience that was willing to let this autistic freak act so corny and pretend he's above other people and pass judgment on sexual assault accusations. Insane. Crazy. Why was there an audience for this? I blame them, maybe even more than the content creators, for going along with it. I understand Augie brought this guy on and made him look like he was, you know, worth listening to on drama. But why the fuck do you fall for it?
We said if he drops it and he's that unself-aware and he sabotages, if he sabotages himself, then that's it. We're done. We're not making any excuses. We'll send him to the corn. Okay? And everyone was like, but do we leak this call? Do we make this content? And we're like, no. Wait and see.
Okay, I'm sorry, but bully stream is joke. It's not real bullying, lol. What, when he's on stream poring over every Discord message they can possibly screenshot from Tipster, calling him a fat, gross chaser, saying that he desperately flirts with women online. That's not a bullying stream. The idea there. So it's the idea it's a bully stream. The bully stream, the name, is a joke. It's not real bullying, but it does everything that bullying does. And the point is to attack someone he hates. Something's not adding up here. Something's not making sense here.
What Josh does. I was going around everywhere calling myself Mario Yamasaki, all right? I gave Josh the chance to be a warrior, okay? I gave him the chance to either fight...
Someone asked me if you hated Josh initially because you brought up Mr. Gold on the Max stream. Not sure if that's valid, but it does indicate as far more about you than he claims. He brought up Mr. Gold on the Max stream. I thought, what, the big group Max stream, because I wasn't really listening for that one. I know we spoke in the Chug Comrie thing. But no, I've hated BowBlax for years. I found out about BowBlax, I think, from the Destiny debate. Yeah, I was on the Max thing, but it was like riffing. Like I heard Xylee and BowBlax scream back and forth, and I sort of like immediately tuned out. Like it was rough. I just poor Xylee and Josh. That was a combo, man. That's a fucking combo. Holy shit. I'm having like a trauma response. But yeah, I think I found out about Josh from the Destiny debate. I think I always thought he was dumb as fuck from back then. When would have been the time that I really started feeling like, oh yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot. It probably would have been from some of the Mr. Girl stuff, actually, when I was really like, oh wow, this guy's actually really bad. It probably would have been around then, just because I would have seen him because of the crossover. So it probably is partly because of that map conversation where BowBlax is insisting on calling Mr. Girl the map. And Mr. Girl's like, that just means pedophile, which it does. Thank you for the $5. Thank you. Vegeta Fajita. Thank you.
Like a warrior or die like a warrior. Okay? He could have just walked away.
I don't respect you.
He could have just walked away, Chad.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
Okay, but he didn't. He didn't walk away. Connor tells Larix earlier, "Hey, buddy, Josh has this stream about you, and he recorded this phone call, and I can't stress enough, dude.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
I can't stress enough. This call with Larix was just him trying to give advice. I'm perturbed. I don't understand what the fuck.
I said this to Big Bungie earlier. I went on there. It just makes it maybe makes Larix look a bit stupid for allowing himself to spend an hour trying to help BowBlax, who was clearly beyond any help from anyone or advice. But like, I mean, yeah, it just the action interaction makes Larix look pretty good. Like, were people really thinking beforehand? Oh yeah, Larix is the kind of guy who, if another YouTuber calls him for advice, he's going to sit there for an hour, giving a fireside chat sit down, where he says, "Listen, man, here's the best way to handle this. Here's how you should try and claw your career back and get out of this tough situation. I understand you're quite upset. It sounds like you're going through a tough time." And then just not mention it. Just move on. I don't think people were thinking, oh yeah, Larix is like the type of guy to do that. Maybe they just hadn't considered it. But now they are. Now they're like, oh, Larix like did autism therapy for BowBlax, unpaid, for a whole hour, probably on his day off, while he's doing dishes in the background. The fuck?
Like, I don't know how Josh thinks he looks good in this. I don't know. I really don't know how his brain works. I think he's delusional. I think he's in a fugue state. I hope he's a cokehead, because it would explain everything so much better. Dude, could you imagine he announces he goes to rehab and everyone's just like, oh, okay. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. All right, that'd be so cool if he brads out and just goes to rehab and then he can come back.
I don't know. I heard one of his tips to bully streams and he's like, I will give it tips to here though. I do agree with his translate, blah, blah, blah. It's very slow. It's meaningless, completely meaningless. It's not an ironic stream. The stream is to bully Tipster, you fucking retard. Just because at one point he says, oh, Tipster just said something I agree with. That doesn't mean it's not a Tipster bully stream. The name is not ironic, you fucking idiot. What are you talking about? No one thinks it's ironic other than you. No one was under that impression. It's a Tipster bully stream where he goes on stream and pours over Tipster content and makes derogatory comments about him and mocks him. Are you fucking retarded? What?
Back normal. That'd be great. Otherwise, I don't know what's wrong with him. But we go, hey, Larix. Connor goes, hey, Larix. Josh has this leaked call. You could have it, but I don't want you to go forward with it. And he's like,
I'm saying it's hypercolic. The fuck is hypercolic?
Beckett super chatted $13.12. Yes, I was in the group call, sent you an official statement. Have a good stream, lol.
Thank you for the £10, Beckett. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Going into the fund. I have watched them, retard. Beckett says, yes, I was in the group call. I have had shit info. Here's my official statement. Okay, let's pull this up.
I forgot how retarded he is! No, bro!
This is from a Tipster stream, by the way. You can hear it.
I forgot how retarded he is! No, bro!
Listen, Smaggle has this. Somebody else might leak it. I don't want to lose out on this. If Josh is going to burn me, how long do we have to like wait and see what happens? And we agreed upon a week.
Monk super chatted $10.
We'll give Josh a week to like
this towards the
decide if he wants to be a cow for the
Thank you for the $10. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Rest of his life, and give up his income, and give up any good grace he had left in the community. Because not only is he leaking this call where somebody called him to give him advice, like myself and Chris also did. I'm sure he has our calls too. I don't care that he leaked a phone call. I care that he thought he looked good in it. Because this is not a person who's well, man. This is a really fucking stupid person. But he's not just stupid. There's something wrong in his head, bro. I care that he looked stupid in this call, and he looked like a complete jackass. And he thought he looked good. He's delusional. That's what I cared about. Anyways, Lyrics didn't have to wait long. He waited about 4 hours, and Josh tweeted out that he's gonna be streaming tomorrow night, and he's gonna be doing a Lyrics bully stream. And I am at a loss. This is one of the most triumphant ways for a completely retarded animal to bite somebody in public before anyone can possibly just hit him with a blow dart to take him out and stop him from hurting other people. This is just like this is an insane.
You're advocating violence. The fuck?
Fucking situation I'm looking at here. Like, this is just. I think I'd call him like, I said he's like a Rottweiler who's out of control. This is just like he's a pit bull who just mauled Lyrics because he looks like a child. I don't know what happened here, bro. Oh god! Oh my god! We have 5,000 people. Hello. So he puts out this live stream that we're seeing right here. Okay, and initially the run through was that because he sent it to the group chat. The thing I played on Chud's stream was this. I played the very beginning of it where he overlays himself on Tipster.
Hey everyone, Mayo Monkey here, and I wanted to take a.
Bro, why do people think owning shit like this is a good move? It's so crazy. Like when he came on the fucking stream the other day and he was like, oh, milk me, make me a lolcat. Like just don't say shit like that. Just don't say shit. You're just tempting fate so fucking hard.
Moment to respond to the situation that happened on Twitter a few days ago.
Like people already comparing you to Tipster. Why are you then playing into it? It's not the sort of association you want to stick.
And kind of give my thoughts on the matter.
You get it? Because he's also a loser? Okay, so Josh thought that he was going to post this video where he talks for 12 minutes over an hour and 44. And I don't quite understand what happened. So he was supposed to pause this and talk when things came up. And he told like the Xylee people that was the plan, that he put giant clip chunks in here to use almost as a Google document. But something happened when he hit play and he just let a static video run for an hour and 44 minutes with no pausing. It doesn't, where's the bullying? This is just a response stream and it makes no sense.
He should have just called Lyrics a pedophile. It was so easy. It was right there. It was right there. The lolly shit is right there. Call him a pedophile. Call it a night. So easy.
Sense. I'm not really sure what he was going for here. I mean, I know what he was going for. What he was going for was like a 3-hour stream where he pauses and laughs, but he just didn't do that. He just re-uploaded Lyrics' stream. And some people didn't realize he wasn't actually live. Like, he was live. It said it was streamed, right? But he's...
Play that Space Jam song Smaggle played. What, that emo boy one.
Like, if you see right here, he's playing a static video, and then he gets up and walks away. This is all really weird behavior. It's very confusing why he thought any of this was smart. But he jumped the shark, and that was the point of no return for, I think, a lot of other people. And I think that was probably enough to oust him from any quote-unquote community. By the way, guys, the commentary community's dead. At least the one that the RFC community is dead. We're assimilating into the broader commentary thing from here on out. There's no Goon Squad. Tipster sucks. BowBlax is mentally ill. Augie's gone. Tom is doing other shit. Good for him. Edwin's weird. It's just me. I'm the community, I guess. I don't know. I posted this to Twitter. I thought this was pretty funny.
That shit was always gay.
I said
that shit was always gay. And all the RFC fans are fucking gay too. I gotta say, like some of the craziest, gayest, like most personally invested posts that I see online come from RFC fans. I can't believe the boys are fighting. Augie needs to come back so the boys stop fighting. It's so off-putting. It's so off-putting. Anyone that's like that needs to seriously look at themselves. There's a few in my chat regularly, I think, that are like that. Augie was the Tony Hinchcliffe of commentary. Jesus Christ. You're not bringing me up. You're bringing him up, and he's bringing me up, okay?
the new tryouts for the new season of commentary.
Dude.
Like, the only thing left that we can possibly do is bring back John Swan. I don't really know how else this could go. Oh, God. This is just, that's where we are. That's, I put out this thread today so you guys can kind of get it out of your system, but I thought it was important to tell you why I personally dropped Josh.
No, I thought there's a couple of funny things that have come from the boys style. I thought look, I understand it's very, popular to hate the boys after last season, but there's a few things that have come from boys that are quite funny, I think.
Because I think if you're a normie and you don't really know what happened and you just heard he leaked a phone call, your immediate thing would be like, hey, why are they outing him for leaking a phone call? Isn't that kind of like a weird double standard? Like, if you have no context to the situation, it kind of looks mean what we're doing.
Salvo's the real one who should get a second chance. If you were going on entertainment value alone, absolutely agree. Was John Swan even that bad? Come on, time heals all wounds. Wasn't he like faking testimonies to get 17-year-olds to accuse each other of sexual assault and shit? I don't know, man. That's kind of
so
like 14-year-olds.
So I thought it was important to give you as much context as I could give you without making me the bad guy. I hope that that part is helpful. I hope that when people cover this, they understand where that's coming from. If Josh has any issue with the recollection of events that I provided thus far, he's welcome to confront me on them, though that would be a that would probably lead to a clarification. And oh man. All right, so real fast. Josh just tweeted. We're still doing other stuff. We have other stuff to talk about,
Did I
but
not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect
guys.
So I respect
Oh no! What am I gonna
Oh man. So Josh has watched no coverage about him yet the past few days. Oh man. I haven't seen any of the coverage on me in the past 24 hours to clear my head for a bit. The lie detector test determined that was probably one of them. I'm sorry, Larix, for pitching our call in a bad light to other creators instead of just calling you back later to explain my frustrations. You know why this is a lie? Do you know why he's lying here? So he told everybody that he felt like Larix was, and you can ask other people about this, there were some of them present. I'm sure you'll find one of them. He told everybody that Larix was being like a dick to him, so he recorded the conversation for that reason. But when he distributed the phone call, I guess he forgot to edit it out. I think he did in his final VOD. He left in the part where the phone starts ringing, indicating that he'd started recording the call before he'd even called him. I don't know why he lie about that. Again, I've recorded plenty of people. I've never felt the need to lie about the intentions upon it. That's pretty weird. But he's not malicious, guys, I swear. It's just crazy. It's disrespectful, especially after you just tried to help me. Like, this is not... He's just telling you what you want to hear. I don't believe him. I don't. I think he's crazy. So yeah, that's a
crazy guy or the wacky guy.
Terrifying. So where were we? What else do I want to talk about? We have a new Half-Baked podcast episode with Dr. Disrespect. Not with him, but about him. With me and Tom. Let's take a look through my feed, see if there's anything here I want to... created the commentary community. And it's like, he's mad that he created the community that, like, I'm dictating to or something. Again, like, this is there's no salvaging that.
Slimy Weasley fuck.
This is like it is like insanely weird, jealous behavior that I just cannot be friends with someone like that. I'm sorry. Look, there's a time and place for that behavior, but it's not at 27, man. It's just not. It's just not at 27. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, So when people say, hey, Josh did XYZ 4 years ago, why didn't you cut him off there? It's like, well, he didn't boogie me until this month, so I'm kind of taking this in strides right now. Yeah, we could have retrospective.
Okay, I think we're going to cut that here. I think we've covered that for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We've got all the details we wanted.